right, good afternoon, Brian, with Dynamic Electric. This is Catherine Taylor, and you and I spoke briefly the other day. And I'm sending over a video, we call them screencast, to show you some information. We're going to focus on three different areas of why your competition is receiving more foot traffic organically online than you might be, and how you can get there. So, just the reason why we send these out is first, we want to educate. We want small business owners to be able to grow, support their families, build the business that they really want, that they dream of. And the reason why I do this is because I'm a small business owner and want to give the opportunity for those who are small to get to where they want to be. If they want to stay small, if they want to grow, but ultimately give them the same opportunities that some of these larger corporations are getting. And you can do a lot of different things in order to get to where you want to be. But right now, in the era that we're in, we are in a digital mode where everything's found online. We don't use white pages or yellow pages anymore. So you can take this information and run with it, or maybe if you find it valuable, it's going to be covering a lot to where you and I might be able to work together and implement some services with a solid plan that's geared and shaped around the goals for your business and your budget. So either way, I want to show you how we can get started in getting the same type of business as your competitors. So first and foremost, we're going to cover three different areas of focus to help improve your digital footprint, and that will allow customers to find you organically. So those three topics are going to be called SEO, which is search engine optimization, GMB, which is your Google My Business, and backlinks. So let's hop into who your competition is currently and how they're doing some of these things. So I'm going to hop in between two different screens. I do have your site up here in front of me. Just to go over, I did do a quick search, Electrician, Bradenton, Florida. So when you type in a type of industry or service that you're needing, there's going to be several different things that you find on the web page. Usually at the top here, let me refresh this, you see sometimes ads. Right now, this has up here a map. So this is what's called Google Map Pack. And one of the things that is part of the GMB is getting your business ranking when someone types in electrician near me or electrician Bradenton, etc. And I did look through this particular map pack, and I actually did not see Dynamic Electric in the top page. So that's something that we can take a look at, as well as your website itself. So who comes up first? We're going to bypass these, the BBB, the Yelp, and then come down to this Luminous Electric with Bradenton. And just in doing research, I'll show you a couple of different tools that we use. But their site, first and foremost, when we talk about SEO, which is the search engine optimization, that is going to be all based on content. Google wants content. They want to see a lot of information on your page. And why? Is because it makes you believable and trustworthy. So part of that is word content. If we look at their homepage, they have a lot of upfront information, as well as they have a ton of service pages. And this would be your homepage, and then all of these are going to be your different service pages. And all of this content is what is also how people are being found with their websites, is through the content that they have. So when we do a comparison, a quick word count, based off of your particular website, there's not a ton of content up front. In fact, when I did a word count, you have around 96 words. Theirs is not at 1,500, but they do have almost 500 on their front page. But one of the things I wanted to point out is this keyword density. So in here, you see electrical 10 times, services 7 times, home 7 times, etc. Part of your content has to be including some of the words that people are looking for. So when we go into the word counter and we show you what your your keyword density, there's not anything that's actually stating that people are finding you through electrical contractor or electrician within Bradenton. So when it comes to your particular SEO with your web pages, content is key. And Google is going to put companies on the first pages that bring value. So that's one of the things that we could do, is adds a lot more content to your website. And then you can also use blogs in order to bring more content to your page as well. That's organic, it's written. You can post them, several times a month. And then that helps also bring more searches to your site as well. Let's talk about next is going to be GMB, the Google My Business. So that is actually another term that's used for that is called citations. That's how often your name, the name of your company, your phone number, and its address, how many times that is out in Google. And the more times it's out in Google actually is the better for you and your business, because that's how many more times that Google can find you. And once again, goes to that, what believes you and thinks that you are a verified business. It helps with your company's reputation. Those can be through reviews, photos, backlinks, and it's also how you get into the top slots within the Google Map Pack, which is once again how people can find you in that top search. So when we go into, just going to go back here one more time, when we do that search, so there are times when you bring something up at the top, you'll have ads. This doesn't have any ads in particular right now. You have your Google Map Pack. And then down below, this is going to be all of your organic. So when we talk about why you want to have certain things on your website and certain things within your Google My Business, is because Google wants to find you organically. And the last thing we're going to talk about is backlinks. So this is a tool that I pay for. This is called Ahrefs. You can get a subscription to it, but it gives me a lot of data on the back end. And what this is, I'm going to explain to you what these different things are real quick. The UR is the strength of your website, is how strong Google is going to find your website. Your DR is your domain rating, and that is going to be your trustworthiness or your popularity within Google. Both of these are strengthened by what we call backlinks. And a backlink is essentially, simply put, is just a link from one website to another that can help increase your website's ranking. High quality links help Google believe that you have a lot of strength and your site is popular. If we hop into your competition, you can see here they have a strong UR, a higher DR. The domain rating can go up to 100. But if you can see here, both of those are significantly higher. But you also see this number of backlinks. So when we click on the backlinks, once again, remember these are referring pages. These are very strong backlinks. And one of the things that you can do during your SEO, which is, it would be a monthly cost, is to maintain your particular links, and also add more to them. So it's not always about quantity, but quality. And if you can see here, they have a lot of backlinks going to their website. Not all of them are strong, but one of the things that we would start looking at is targeting what they have and see how it can be implemented on your page as well. The other things that you can use are anchor text and keywords within backlinks as well, and that helps drive those particular keywords to your website. And then some of these backlinks, depending upon where they're at and who they're through, they can cost money. So there is a cost to getting high quality backlinks, and usually that's part of that ticket item that increases the cost of like that monthly SEO service. So I know I went through a lot of information just to give you an idea of several of the topics that we hit on to help your site gain more traction, is through those three things: your content and your current website, where it's at, and your Google My Business, how many times your business is out there, through reviews, pictures, etc. And then backlinks, how strong you have links to your website. All of those three things are part of the SEO services, but also making sure that we're doing the top-notch performance in order to get your site in that first page on Google when it's through the organic listing. So if you found this information valuable, I'd love to schedule a time where we can talk and do a deep dive so I get a better vision of where you want your company to go, whether it's more revenue for growth and expansion or for business during slower months. This is also a time for you can get a chance to get to know me to see if we're a good fit for each other. And we always appreciate feedback. Letting us know what you thought of this video is also helpful for the information we're sending out to small businesses. And then lastly, if you may or may not need our services, if you have friends, family, colleagues that are in search of someone to help with this, that's another way that we're trying to grow our business is to help those that you might know that need the same type of information. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and hop off here. The way you can get in touch, my phone number is here. My website is revivalwebdesign21.com. You can respond back to the email, and I'll also give you a follow-up call in a few days. Hopefully you found this valuable, and I look forward to speaking with you soon. Thanks, Brian, and thank you for your time, and have a great day.